All of my life, I've been from relationship to relationship, just trying to make something work because that's what society puts in your head that needs to happen. And I failed over and over and over again, and always look for that blame. And I could blame myself, I could blame them. It's always, but really it comes down to, if my destiny is to go that way and I keep going that way, of course I'm going the wrong direction. And we think next time I'm going to keep going further the wrong way. And destiny keeps saying, nope, that's not where you're supposed to go. And if I would have known to listen closer to what that destiny that we all have is manifesting, I probably could have went the right direction. But what is the right direction? Because I probably needed to go through that wrong direction so that I can learn the lessons that when I get to the right place, I can actually appreciate the right place. Because when you suffer and you go through pain and you learn to be a emotional alchemist, and you can turn that pain into power, it's a huge shift on how your mind operates, how you walk around the world, where you really, really, really are not affected by what used to be important. And it's amazing how from the deepest hole, you can build the biggest stairwell to the top. Because once you learn how to come out of that hole and how to put things together so you can climb out of that, once you're not in that struggle of climbing, you know how to make a rope, and now you know how to make a stairs, and now you know how to make something to escape. You can take that same thing, with the same materials, and now you can build something great. And unless you went through that, you would have never learned. You would have never discovered ways to get out of the hole. And the hole is suffering. It's where you're down there and you feel everyone abandons you because it's not their responsibility to save you. Everybody out here is trying to save themselves. So it's not their job to save you. It's your job to save yourself. That's the biggest realization that I could come out of all of this. So I was the victim of being abandoned, of abandonment, of being left, of being just left stranded with nothing. Then I realized I'm not the victim. I am the builder that was building the wrong thing. And I put this here in my journal because things like this just click. And it took me all of my life to get to this point. And where I'm going now, there's no turning back. And before, all of these imagined lives that I was living, I would imagine or try to abide by what society wants you to do, when you're supposed to do this, and by this age do that and do this, and you don't have that, or you're behind. No. And if I would have known this when I was a kid, I probably my life would be way different. But obviously, like I said, we have to go through the fire. Some of us, if you have an easy life, good for you. But most of us go through the fire so that we can mold something great out of it. And you got to take advantage of these moments where you realize that, wow, everything that's happened happens for a reason. And you don't know that reason when you're in that hole. You don't know why you're there. And you think you're a victim, and you think that it's just you. Why you? And then you realize, wait, we're all in a hole, and some of us learn how to climb out of it. Some of us drown right in there, that they die right there. Some of us say, nah, I'm not dying today. I'm going up and I'm going to get out of here. And then once you're out there, no one can stop you because you've been through the worst. What's the worst that can happen? You've already lived it. So it's time to live it up. It's kind of like when people go to prison. If you ever met someone that's done a lot of, a long time in prison, a lot of times if they get their life together, right, that's a different. But if they get their life together, a lot of times these people are highly successful. They really, really establish highly successful businesses and enterprises. And if they really get their life together after doing their stint in prison, there's nothing that they're afraid of. They lived through hell and they came out on top. So you think if they weren't afraid to be in there, with 40 guys that are trying to beat them up and kill them constantly, you don't think that a boardroom is going to be just a child's play to them? That's life. Our personal hells that we go through are shaping you. And if you learn to actually enjoy that part, enjoy that pain, like, yeah, this pain is, let me take it all in, because when you step out there and that pain is gone, because it too shall pass, everything is gone, then you're going to realize that I see why that pain was necessary. And you turn that pain into power, and that people are intimidated because they can't scare you. Nothing scares you, because you've been through it all. So if you're going through a process like I have, and you're going through this pain, and you're going through all of these emotions, and you think the sun will never come out again, trust me, I was there. And all of these things that people tell you, like, hey, be patient. I heard it, and it doesn't make you feel better. But I could tell you, once you realize that the sun will come out again, you look back at all of these lessons and you go, yes. So be patient, persevere. Don't beat yourself up for feeling a certain way. You don't have to be happy all the time. You don't have to be productive all the time. You don't have to be at your best. Sometimes you could be at your worst and still be at your best. Accept who you are without guilt. Don't live for other people's expectations of what you should do or where you should be. Be at your best. Your best is not their best. Your best is not her best. Your best is your best. You know what you're capable of. I tell you this not from a book, from experience. I don't even know how I'm here. But perhaps it's to let you know that things will get better. Patience is one of the greatest tools you can cultivate.